Hello world, I'm Robin Catling and this is Write On. Join me in my author journey as I delve into the craft of writing, bringing you tools, tips and lessons learned the hard way so you don't have to. Embracing scene structure in story. Embracing scene structure in story took me longer than it should. While I recognized the scene as the basic unit of storytelling, I didn't really know how to build stories with it. For far too long, I looked at scenes as a subcomponent of a chapter, a time and location for stuff to happen. When it came to writing my own novel outlines, I realized scenes are the key unit by which you measure progress through the story. Chapters are far less important. Mostly a good marker of when to put down the book and go to sleep. I picked up Jack Bickham's writing guide, Scene and Structure, on the recommendation of Daniel David Wallace. It contains a lot of the basics of storytelling. More recently, editor Emily Golden of Golden May described scenes as the links in the chain from which story is built, and scenes have structure. Consider this. Scenes are not hunks of text where characters idly chatter, exposit backstory, or set up context for the next action set piece. Scenes are where progress happens, for good or ill. Golden's advice for scenes goes like this. Open with a character goal. Encounter resistance or conflict. Block or divert the character from their goal. Force them to make a choice. Set up the consequences of that choice for later scenes. In this way, scenes create the chain of choices, actions, and reactions. Golden's formula for story becomes goal, conflict, choice, consequences. Repeat to end. It's similar to the goal, motivation, conflict, resolution method, GMCR, I posted some time ago. But Golden's USP is the chain. If you can remove a scene without breaking the chain of choices and consequences, the scene is unnecessary. The chain will keep us together. Think about the character goal at the beginning of the scene. What is it they want? A tangible object, a raise, a promotion, a date, some peace and quiet. The plot comes along and stops them attaining that goal. What choice do they make? Abandon the goal? Try to push through? Or go around the obstruction? What are the consequences of doing or not doing something in pursuit of the goal? Success or failure? And what does this teach the character in the process? Consequences tie together the external plot of events with the internal plot of character wants and needs. That's Golden's chain. Consequences produce lessons, which produce the character's arc of change. That's story. For each goal, conflict and choice, you have to seed the consequences in a later scene. This might fundamentally change the way you construct story. It made me think much deeper about the contribution of each scene. Link by link. Here's a little piece of my story chain from The Ghost and the Vipers. Scene 38. Event. Joe gets a new vision in which Vala dies during a risky mission. Goal. Joe needs him alive for a specific task in her fixed and certain future. Conflict. Vala wants to go, Joe has to stop him. Choice. How does Joe prevent Vala's untimely death? Consequence. Joe puts herself in danger. Scene 39. Event. Joe doses the tea with an anesthetic. Goal. Joe prevents Vala leaving for the mission. Choice. Joe drugs Vala and goes on the mission in his place. Conflict. Joe massively breaches Vala's trust. Consequence. Vala's going to hate her for it. Scene 40. Event. Joe infiltrates the Viper's camp. Goal. Joe aims to kill Radek and escape. Conflict. Talbot arrives, joins forces with Radek. She can't kill them both. Choice. Abandon the mission. Consequence. Return to Vala to face the music with even more bad news. Now Vala doesn't trust her on solid evidence. It's a broken relationship she believed in for 10 years. This series of micro goals across scenes contributes to the character's overall arc. Conflict, choices, and consequences will take them from their want to their need and shape their transformation. Scene by scene, link by link, this is how you build the chain. That's all for this time. Thanks for stopping by. You can like and subscribe to the channel, or go to robincatling.com to check out the blog.